Hello love, today we're looking at the Spartans and how they trained their boys to become the perfect warriors. And yes, they did throw all the babies with imperfection out of a cliff. Just like the cool kids in high school, they had a strict policies of no uggos allowed. That's why I was never invited to any parties, and realistically my story would just end there. But your story has only just begun. Keep in mind, whenever a child breaks the rules in any way, they get beaten, so don't forget to have fun. The Spartan training was divided on 3 stages. The first one is the children, the second one is the teenagers, and the third one was the young adults. As children, they will be taught letters, music, poetry, singing, and sports. When you're done with school, any Spartan man can order you to do whatever they think it's appropriate. So not too different from regular high school, except your homework gets to be to do other people's chores. This does lead me to believe that the most prime real estate in all of Sparta was the one next to the school. All you have to do is wait for the kids to leave and just be like, alright boys, mow my lawn, fix my fence, throw out the trash. It's part of the training, boys, it's part of the training. You know how in the movie 300 they were all like, and they throw the boys out into the wilderness to survive alone for the whole year. But no, it was even worse. You had to do chores for everyone. When they become teenagers, it's where their physical training begins. They're focusing on speed, agility, muscle memory, weapons, discipline, and cold resistance. They would only get a blanket, walk everywhere barefoot, and bathe in the cold river. During this phase, they're not allowed to speak unless spoken to, and they're also severely underfed, encouraging them to steal. Of course, if they get caught stealing, they get beaten, but not because they were stealing, because they got caught. This is meant to instill endurance to hunger and resourcefulness. Basically, yes, they had to live in poverty and steal to survive. Good thing ancient Sparta didn't have illegal narcotics, otherwise this society would look very different. You don't need to go to school, boys, you need to rob that gas station. It's part of the training, boys, it's part of the training. When they reach young adulthood, the strongest boys will be selected. They will lead a team of 100 of the other boys, and they'll select them one by one. In this stage, they will learn teamwork and compete against the other teams. Once they completed their training, they were ready to enter Spartan society as men. Their physical training was over. They can now get married, go to wars, and commit war crimes. You know, the happy fun times. And that's pretty much it. I'm sure you can do it. It doesn't seem that difficult. All it will take is willpower, endurance, perseverance, a lot of hunger, and beatings. And don't forget the chores. Good luck. In conclusion, the perfect warrior gets beaten as a child, lives in poverty and cold, and needs to steal to survive. You know, that sounds familiar somehow. Oh my god, it wasn't corruption. It was just part of the training, guys. I would be very afraid, but luckily for me, your training begins today. And you know what? If you survive, I'll see you next week.